Chilling 3 a.m. Call. A voice from beyond the grave. You don't believe in ghosts until one of them knows your name. The phone rang at exactly 3 a.m. Not 2:59. Not 3:01. Exactly 3 a.m. I was wide awake, staring at the ceiling of my dark apartment, listening to the ticking of the clock and the distant hum of traffic outside. I hadn't been able to sleep for hours. There was a strange pressure in the air, like something was about to happen. My chest felt tight, and every instinct inside me was screaming that something was wrong. Then my phone vibrated on the nightstand. I slowly turned my head and saw the screen light up. Unknown caller. A chill crawled down my spine. Nobody ever called me at this hour. My hand trembled as I reached for the phone. For a moment, I considered letting it ring. But something about it felt important. Like if I didn't answer, something terrible would happen. I swallowed and pressed accept. "Hello," I whispered. For a few seconds, there was nothing but static. Then a voice came through. Low, weak, broken. "Daniel." My blood ran cold. I hadn't told anyone my name. "Who is this?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. The voice let out a slow, painful breath. "It's me, Michael." My heart almost stopped. Michael was my best friend. Michael had been dead for 3 years. He died in a brutal car accident on a rainy night. I had been with him in the car. I was the one who survived. This isn't funny," I stammered. "Whoever you are, stop." "Daniel, please," the voice interrupted. "I don't have much time." The sound of wind howled through the speaker, like he was standing in the middle of a storm. "Michael is dead," I said. "You're not him." "I know I'm dead," the voice replied softly. "That's why I'm calling." My entire body went numb. I sat up in bed, clutching the phone so tightly my fingers hurt. "If you're Michael, tell me something only we would know." There was a pause. Then he said, "The night before I died, we skipped class and went to that old pier. You dropped your phone into the water, and I laughed so hard I almost fell in two." My breath caught in my throat. No one else knew that. "What do you want?" I whispered. "I need you to save me," Michael said. "I'm trapped." "Trapped where?" "In between," he replied. "Between the living and the dead." A sudden knocking sound echoed through the call. Loud, hollow, like something was banging on a door. "They're coming," he said urgently. "You have to listen to me." "Who's coming?" "The ones who don't want me to leave." My bedroom suddenly felt colder. I could see my breath in the air. "Daniel," Michael continued, "the night I died, it wasn't an accident." My heart pounded. "What do you mean?" "There was someone else in the car." "That's impossible. It was just us. They were in the back seat," he said. "You never saw them." A sharp scream burst through the phone, cutting him off. "Michael!" I shouted. "Michael!" The scream turned into distorted whispering. Dozens of voices speaking at once, overlapping and unnatural. Then silence. The call ended. I stared at my phone, shaking. Before I could even process what had happened, it rang again. "Unknown caller." I answered immediately. "Michael." The voice that replied was not his. It was deeper, hollow, ancient. "You shouldn't have answered." My stomach twisted. "Where is he?" "Gone," the voice said. "You're the one we want now." "What do you mean?" "We've been waiting," it whispered. 3 years. Ever since the crash. Suddenly, I heard the sound of my own breathing through the phone. Slow, heavy, as if someone was standing right behind me. I slowly turned around. My bedroom was empty, but the closet door was slightly open. I never left it open. You survived, the voice said. He didn't. That made you interesting. The closet door creaked wider. Why me? I whispered. Because, the voice said softly, you already belong to us. My phone screen went black. Then every light in my apartment shut off. Total darkness. I heard footsteps. Slow, wet, dragging across the floor. Michael. I called out. Something answered from inside the closet. But it wasn't human. The door burst open. A tall, twisted shape stepped out, its body barely visible in the darkness. Its eyes glowed faintly, like dying embers. Then, from behind it, I heard Michael's voice. Daniel, help me. I ran. I didn't even grab my keys. I just burst out of the apartment, down the hallway, and into the stairwell. The lights flickered as I ran, shadows stretching and bending unnaturally along the walls. My phone vibrated in my hand. Another call. I didn't want to answer. But I did. Please, Michael's voice begged. They're using me. You have to come back. I can't, I cried. I don't know how to help you. Just open the door, he said. What door? Your front door. I reached the ground floor and burst outside into the cold night air. The street was empty, silent. No, I whispered. I'm not going back. You already did, Michael said. I looked up. I was standing in front of my apartment building. Hadn't I just run out? The front door slowly opened by itself. Darkness waited inside. Daniel, Michael said gently, it's okay. Just come in. I felt something grab my ankle. Ice-cold fingers wrapped around my skin. I screamed and tried to pull away, but the grip was strong. From the darkness of the doorway, I saw shapes moving, twisting, crawling. Dozens of glowing eyes stared at me. You were never meant to survive, the deep voice returned. Now you'll take his place. I was dragged inside. The door slammed shut behind me. The last thing I saw was my phone falling to the floor, the screen still glowing. A new call was coming in. Unknown caller. And somewhere, far away, someone else's phone began to ring at exactly 3 a.m. Telephone I.